Hello, and welcome to my virtual learning page. Today we're going to talk about a number story and kind of go through the steps that you would use to talk with your child about how to solve it. So today's number story. Miss Sullivan has 75 prizes in her prize box. Miss Richardson has 49 prizes in her prize box. How many more prizes does Miss Sullivan have than Miss Richardson? So, something that's important to know in this story is that there's two different people, right? There's Miss Sullivan and there's Miss Richardson. And they both have different amounts of prizes. Miss Sullivan has 75 and Miss Richardson has 49. Now, some important words in this story are how many more. And your scholar should already know that how many more means to find the difference. And when we find a difference, we're finding out what is in between the two numbers. So you can ask your scholar, who has more prizes? Well, Miss Sullivan has more prizes because 75 is bigger than 49. And because we want to find the difference, we want to find out how much is in between those two numbers. So sometimes I say to find the difference or to find what is in between. So to solve this problem, we've been kind of moving away from 10 sticks when we're solving number stories. So one strategy to do to solve this problem would be to start with the bigger number, 75. And if you're using a number sentence strategy, if you look at the number 49, there are 4 tens. So we're going to subtract 40. And if you know that 7 minus 4 is 3, there are 3 tens left. And 5, take away 0, which has no value, is 5. But did we take away the whole number 49? No, because there's also 9 loose. So we've been talking a lot about finding friendly numbers, and a friendly number is a number that ends in 0. So instead of taking away 35 minus 9, we're going to do 35 minus 5 first, because that's going to help us subtract the numbers in an easier way and not have to count on our fingers. So 35 minus 5 is 30. And then we would do 30 minus 4, because 5 and 4 together makes 9, to get the answer of 26. In the middle is 49, because 40 plus 5 plus 4 equals 49. We've also been using a number line a lot to help us solve problems. Because we're finding the difference about what's in between the two numbers, we can also start with the smaller number and count on to get to the bigger number. So if we start with the number line at the number 49, we can first add a 10. If your scholar is not comfortable with adding more than one 10 at a time, they can do just jumps of 10. So 49 plus 10 is 59. 59 plus 10 is 69. And your scholar should notice that when we count by tens, the ones place stays the same, and the tens place counts by ones, 4, 5, 6. And now, we're trying to get to the number 75, right? So we're at 69. If I add 1, that brings me to 70, right? And I don't have to count on my fingers to get from 69 to 75. I can just add 1 first to get to a friendly number, which is 70. And then add 5 more to get to 75. Now, 49 in the story is how much Miss Richardson has 75 is how much Miss Sullivan has. And see, I'm labeling every single part so I don't forget what each number means. And then on top is going to be what is the difference, right? So 10 plus 10 is 20, plus 1 is 21, plus 5 is 26. So 26 would be your answer. We're really focusing on making sure that we have a unit that goes with our answer. So if the answer is 26, the question asked us how many more prizes does Miss Sullivan have than Miss Richardson. So to write you could write a sentence to explain your answer that Miss Sullivan has 26 more prizes than Miss Richardson. Now, a number sentence to match your work. So for this strategy, and I'll use the blue marker, we started with 75. We took away 49, and it equaled 26. And we put a box around the unknown number. But for this strategy, we started with 49. We added 26, and it equaled 75. But to match the story, this one's a little bit tricky. You're just gonna follow the numbers in the story, right? So Miss Sullivan has 75. In order to find the difference, we have to take away the prizes that Miss Richardson has. And that's going to give us the difference. Which, to match the story, it always needs to have a question mark. Great. So that is how you solve today's number story. Again, anytime that your child sees a how many more question, it doesn't mean that they're gonna automatically subtract, but it means that they need to find the difference.